Alrighty, this is my updated Korean skincare routine. And without further ado, let's just jump into my morning routine. Alright, so I'm not going to be including any footage of it, but remember to brush your teeth and scrape your tongue. This is pretty obvious. You should do it, brush your teeth for 2 minutes and scrape your tongue to get rid of that nasty bacteria that's on your tongue that's giving you bad breath. And yeah, do it before the rest of your skincare, just because some people tend to get acne around their mouths because of the toothpaste. I've never had that issue, but I also don't want to be like washing away like products around my mouth after like brushing my teeth, so I just prefer doing it before, and then it kind of motivates me to brush my teeth. So just do it beforehand. So in terms of my morning cleanser, I use the Isntree Hyaluronic Acid Low pH Cleanser, I think. This is just like a really nice overall great cleanser. I don't find it stripping, I don't find it, like, it's just nice because it's like cream and then it turns foamy, and I love foamy cleansers, but it doesn't feel stripping at all, and it doesn't feel like it's not cleansing at all, and I just love cleansing my face in the morning. And it's also pretty affordable, so I would definitely give it a try, and it is 100% cruelty free. The COSRX Advanced Snail Mucin. I got hooked on this when I went to Korea, and I must say, I love it so much. This stuff I cannot live without. It is so amazing. I don't know how this is possible, but it has transform my skin. It's making it so hydrated, it's so glowy, it's such an easy step to add to my routine. It's like kind of a serum, but it's an essence instead, and I don't know, it's just really lovely, and this is something I will never go without because I love it so much. And of course, COSRX is cruelty free, so that is even amazinger. Next up, we have the Round Lab Birch Moisturizing Hydrating Serum. This has birch juice and hyaluronic acid in it, and I'm not gonna lie, this isn't my favorite skincare product in the world. I don't think it's bad, but I don't think it's worth the price, especially what I have to pay here in Denmark for it. Does it do the job? Absolutely. Is there probably cheaper and better hyaluronic acid serums, or just in general hydrating serums? I also think so, yes. But it is a very lightweight serum, so if you don't want to put a lot of heavy stuff on in the morning, which I don't recommend in general, maybe you will really like this one, but in general I don't recommend it simply just because it's kind of expensive for what it is, you know? But it does the job. Next up, we have the Beauty of Joseon Glow Serum, the niacinamide one. I don't know how I feel about niacinamide just yet. I think I like it. I definitely think it does give me a glow and help me with my sebum production. It is a nice serum, but I don't know how to feel about it. Like, I don't know if I want to repurchase it or try a different niacinamide. I'm just really unsure about it. It's good, and I think it works really great within my morning skincare routine, and I'll definitely continue to use it, but just know it's like, I don't know how to feel about it. And cruelty free again, of course. And next up, we have another COSRX products. We have their Advanced Snail Mucin Cream. This is just crack in a bottle. Again, I don't know what crack they put. I mean, I know what they put in here. I know it. And it's just super light, super hydrating, and it just leaves like that beautiful glow I feel like everybody wants. And I just love using this, especially in the morning, because it is slightly lightweight, but it still feels extremely hydrating. And I just think it works really well in comparison with my other products. Like, just layering this whole skincare routine just makes my skin feel so nice. And next up, we have my favorite step, which is sunscreens. I have tried a couple of different Korean sunscreens, but I'm gonna mention the two ones I use the most frequently. So first of all is our cheapest option, which is the S&P UV Perfect Air Cool Sun Cream. This one is so affordable. It is absolutely crazy, but the only downside to the sunscreen is that you cannot buy it on like other sites. Like, I've only been able to find it on Olive Young because it's a very Korean brand. Like, a lot of Koreans use it, but I love it so much that I would probably buy it from Olive Young Global, mostly because it is so affordable and it's so lightweight, and I love using it before I have to go to the gym, where I won't be wearing sunscreen for too long and then have to wash it all off. Like, I wouldn't use my expensive sunscreen for just a couple of hours. I mean, obviously you reapply sunscreen every 2 hours. It's just a really cheap and great sunscreen, and You may not like it if you have super dry skin, but I think it's great. And my second sunscreen that is my holy grail, and I cannot live without this sunscreen, is the Vidoe sunscreen. I cannot describe how much I love this sunscreen. It is such a nice consistency. It blends so nicely. It leaves my skin glowy, healthy, hydrated. You know, if you deal with dehydrated skin, your skin feels like kind of tight. Like whenever I use this, I don't get that feeling at all. And it's just overall such an amazing experience, and I think it works for every skin type. Maybe not super oily skin types, but I'm like oily, dehydrated. It's kind of difficult for me to describe my skin because I use so many hydrating products, and I think it's really helped balance my oil production. And that's all for my morning skincare routine. Let's jump straight into my evening skincare routine. So first of all, I didn't include this, but I do floss at night and I also brush my teeth. Pretty standard. You just do that. The standard oral hygiene. And now first of all, we have an oil cleanser, and I'm just going to be showing the one I currently use, and I'm just using up, and then I'm not going to repurchase this because this is not cruelty free, and it's a Sotimo oil cleanser. And I love the packaging. The packaging is so cute. It's like a Pikachu and it's like this beady oil cleanser. It's really affordable for the price, and I do understand why people like it so much, but I will not be repurchasing this because it's not cruelty free, and honestly it doesn't work that great. Like, it works really great for face makeup, but I just find it doesn't really take off my eye makeup, and then I'll have to use like a micellar water, and like, that kind of defeats the point of an oil cleanser almost. Like, I mean, in general, I always feel like I like to go in with micellar water afterwards. It depends on how heavy my makeup is. If I'm not wearing any makeup, I find it works really well. Also, remember when you're using an oil cleanser that you should be doing it on dry skin, and you have to give it at least a minute before you wash it off. That's really important to make sure that the oil cleanser is actually doing its job. And for my water-based cleanser, I use the exact same one again. I use the essentially hyaluronic acid cream cleanser. There's no point in using two different cleansers unless you find that you need that, so I just use that. Now, I usually cleanse my face in the shower because I'm such a nighttime shower girly, but I didn't do that for this video because obviously. Next up, if I just showered, I love just going straight into my toner, which currently the one I'm using, and the first toner I've actually ever used, is the Round Lab toner, and this is really nice. It's funny, when I got this in Korea, I thought this was exfoliating. It's not exfoliating, it's just hydrating. I don't know, if you go on the website, it says like mildly exfoliating. I don't know where they got that information. I mean, there's something in there that's like exfoliating, but it's like gentle enough to use every single day. It's not like a BHA or AHA. And I just find like toner is like such a nice extra step that's just... It's such a nice layer of hydration, and I do the 7 skin method, but I don't layer it on 7 times. I just do 3 layers of the toner. And I definitely find that I would probably not repurchase this one, just simply because it is a bit expensive. I don't know why Brown Lab is so expensive to buy outside of Korea, but it is. Maybe the brand just is a little bit more expensive. But besides that, like, it's fine. It's a fine toner. I will probably try something else after this one, but it's such a basic, simple, hydrating toner that I definitely recommend anyone to try it if they want to get into toners, just because it's so simple. We are all about reusing the same products, so we don't use a million products every single day. I use the snail mucin again at night. I layer it on with the toner. Now, the next product is sadly not cruelty free. This is something I bought in Korea, and I think you can only really get in Korea. Like, it's not a common product to see in, like, if you go on like any place in your country that just sells Korean skincare. Like, it's not something you're gonna see there. But the Vidoe Blemish Care Serum, I don't know how to pronounce it. This is fine hydration wise. It didn't do anything for my acne scarring, so like, even if it was cruelty free, I probably wouldn't repurchase it, simply because like the smell is so overwhelming and it didn't do the job that it was supposed to do. Is it a fine serum? Yeah, sure, but I just didn't really like it. Now, next up we have my holy grail product. I love this so much. This is the Skin 1000 for Madagascar Centella Ampule. This is crack in a skincare bottle. First of all, it is so affordable. The bottle you get is 55 milliliters. It's also a glass bottle, so it's really pretty. This has only one ingredient, and I'll just look down my phone to say it correctly. Centella asiata extract, and I don't know how it did this, but I haven't been diagnosed with rosacea, but I definitely get really red when I get hot. My face gets so much less hot just doing like basic things. Like when I'm at work, my skin would just get so red from doing absolutely nothing, like cleaning and stuff, and I would be so embarrassed. I feel like I have to wear foundation every single day. Do I still flush up? Absolutely, but it somehow made it so much less of an issue. I don't know how. And it's cruelty free, and it's affordable, and it's great, and the bottle lasts you forever. I don't know how they did this. I just love it so freaking much. And it's a popular product, so I can get it anywhere I want. Now, we obviously use the CosRX Snail Mucin Cream, again, for nighttime. I did use the Asteria Barrier Cream beforehand, but I did run out of it, so I used the same one morning and night. It does work fine in the nighttime. I just would probably prefer something a little bit thicker, because that's just what I prefer. I like going to bed as a glazed donut. Next up, this is probably really random, but I use a very specific lip balm. This is a Nordic company brand, so I'm actually unsure if they are cruelty free or not. I'm gonna assume they are. I have it on my lips right now. It lasts me so long, even though it is a little bit pricey and you can only get it at pharmacies. And I loved this when I was on Accutane. And the great thing is, like, when you think you're done, cut the top off and like scrape it all out, because there's so much more product when you cut it out, because it's literally just like fat, if you can say that. It's just super duper hydrating, and it does an amazing job on my skin. Now, one of the last products I use is I really like slugging. This is probably one of the reasons is just because like I haven't found a moisturizer that gives me that glazed look, I guess. And I currently just use Vaseline. Vaseline is sadly a not cruelty free brand, and I would love to find something that is cruelty free, because, you know, I like my slugging. Like, if I would really love to try that healing ointment by, I do not remember the name of it. This looks really weird. I'm so sorry that the lighting looks like shit. The weather is really messy today. But this is obviously not skincare, but I also wanted to include that I do face massages. I used to use a gua sha, but I sadly broke it and I just haven't been bothered to buy a new one. But, you know, it's just nice to do face massages. Like, you can do like a full face massage, you can just do parts of your face. I just focus on my jaw and like between my brows, and yeah. That's really it for my updated Korean skincare routine. I really hope you learned something new today, and if you want to learn more about me, maybe you want to check out my other video about my Korea trip. I have a 2-part series of my trip to Korea where I talk a lot more about Korean skincare. Please remember to be kind to yourself and others, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye!